Morning. So this morning I'm just taking a look around the pond. I'm going to run through my morning routine, which is usually quite chilled out. Just checking the fish quickly before I go off to work, making sure that there's no issues, making sure none have jumped out. That's always the main worry, I think. But fingers crossed that never seems to happen, which is good. And then just making sure everything's ticking over, the water's flowing properly, everything's working, air, fish are happy, making sure the fish feeder's topped up, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just gonna walk you around and have a little look, go through the morning routine. Right, so I knocked this little auto feeder, trying to clean out one of the filters in the little Tosai house or quarantine shed, and knocked this little feeder into the water. Filled up pretty quick, to be fair. There's a whacking great big hole at the bottom, so the water just went straight in. It then filled up inside this chamber and saturated all of the food, all of the pellet in there. The pellet then soaked up all the water, which might have been a good thing in some respects. But because it soaks all the water up, all the pellet was all just stuck together and binded. So I actually worked out you can take this all apart. So the standard little feed, there's loads of different feeders. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you get. They're all pretty much of a muchness. The only thing I would say with these feeders is this particular one gives you 6 feeds a day, and it's worth looking for the ones that do 6 feeds a day. I think there's the most of them out on the market just do either 12 hours or 24 hours. So look for one that's actually got the programmable settings and it lets you pick and choose your 6 feeds. Yeah, that's all I would say. Just keep an eye out. I think you'll pay a little bit more for the ones where you can get the more options than just 20, 24 or 12 hours. I think that if you were going on holiday, 12 or 24 hours might be okay. But this for me is just brilliant. 6 feeds a day. Yeah, really cool. And then all it is just the pellets go in there, and then every 3 hours for me, that little bar down the what do you want to ever call that mechanism there, that spiral, that's the word I was looking for, spiral, that spiral mechanism there just literally just turns when you program it to, and then it just drops out the bottom, that opens up and just drops out the bottom here. So it's really, really cool. Yeah, so it stopped working, obviously it was full of water, turned it off, took the batteries out, and then battery compartment's just here, took all the batteries out, and there's actually 4 screw holes down the bottom here, so I just took the screws out, and then there's also 2 screws in here and here. So these 2 screws take this chamber off. Those 4 screws take this apart. There was a sticker on the back, just took that off, and then the whole thing just came apart. And then this little panel was completely separate. So yeah, so I just got a cloth, a bit of paper, took all of the dabbed it all down, got all the water out. It still wasn't very happy, so I just made sure that there was no water in there whatsoever. Left it overnight in quite a nice warm spot. This morning I've come down, put the batteries on, and bingo bango, it's come back on. So yeah, well chuffed with that. Got it up and running again. Oh, hold on, what's this? You puss. So can you smell the fish food? So what it is? Yeah, probably. It does smell quite fishy in there. Yeah, so sorted. So I'm well chuffed with that. Come back on this morning and it's all ready to rock and roll. I thought it was going to be a Ghana, so I was ready to Amazon Prime it and get a new one, because I don't think I can go without them now. I think they are just, this is on my main pond and on my quarantine tanks. They are just brilliant. I never thought I'd really be like that, if I'm honest. I thought I would not be bothered at all. But actually, since I put the auto feeders on my main pond and on my, I think especially on the fry tanks, I think that's been amazing. Because it just takes away the strain of, you know, having to feed them 6 times a day, bang on every 3 hours, starting at 5 o'clock, finishing at 8 o'clock at night. It's, you can still go in there, and feed them, still go in there and chuck a little handful of food in, and they still come up and eat it, still starving hungry, which just astounds me, because I just think that means that they have probably been underfed, if I'm quite honest. Yeah, so I would definitely, you know, take a look at auto feeders. I thought it was going to take away the fun element of it, but it's really not. It's really helped me, I think, personally. And on my main pond, they're just eating non-stop. Look at this puss. So yeah, get yourself, if you're thinking about auto feeders, they're not expensive. They don't have to be expensive. This one was £18 off of eBay or Amazon, and it just holds 500 grams. Yeah, that sounds about right. 500 grams of food with the additional compartment. I think that's 200 as a standard, and then that takes up to 500, which covered me for a whole week's holiday on my small tank. So yeah, definitely worth getting a slightly bigger one if you think you're going to be using it and going on holiday as well. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I mean, so far I've had these maybe 2 months, so I haven't really given them a full test. I've got 2 of them. I've drowned this one already, so I can definitely keep you posted to see how they continue to perform, and then whether this one does eventually snuff it, or snuffs it quicker than the other one, based on the fact that I've absolutely soaked it. But yeah, they're pretty seem pretty bomb-proof. When I opened it up, there's not really much in there. It literally is just a tiny motor that spins the tiny motor in here that just spins this round, and then just this little panel, and then the battery pack, and that's literally it. So it is really basic, so I can't really see how they can go too wrong. I think if anything would go wrong, would be the motor, right? So the motor could burn out, but yeah, it looks all pretty brand new in there, so should have a bit of life on it. I'll keep you posted though. And a bloody bee in a web. So see if we can save him. There we go. Yes, he's off. Right, the fish are 2 feeds down, so I'm going to go and fit this back on. Koi cat is on the prowl, and I did that bee as I saved that bee. Well, I love saving a bee. Also, hate a spider, especially when they attack the bees, or the bees just get stuck in an old web. It's really annoying. Really annoying. What are you up to? So yeah, let's go and get this feeder stuck. The grass is growing again. Actually had a bit of rain. As much as I've enjoyed the who's putting out there? As much as I've enjoyed the summer, it's been amazing. It's nice to have a bit of green grass back. Although I'm going to have to get the lawnmower out now. Right, all part of the morning routine is to come in here with my fingers crossed, hoping that no fish have jumped out. Which, to be fair, I'm not even going to say it. But yeah, here we go. It's looking. Does the glass need a clean? Top does. Not sure. I mean, you can see they've been splashing here this morning. It's obviously been crazy times with the fish feeder. But yeah, they all look happy. No issues there. Glass probably does need a bit of a clean. Just starting to see a bit of algae. It seems to start off as just a little tiny patch like that, and then it just takes off, and before you know it, there's a whole world of it on there. I do always have a little look in the morning as well for any poos on the surface. Don't know if anyone else does that, but I check them out in there, make sure everything looks alright, have a little look on the surface, and look for any poos floating. Floating poos not always a good thing. Well, I say not always. I don't think it's ever a good thing. And I'm not seeing any, which is really, really healthy. Another good indicator that things are going well. These plants are doing pretty cool. I don't know why they flopped over. They flopped over and they're starting to regrow that. Yeah, okay, I'm doing the Monty Don bit. Do like a plant though. Clearly, you can see though these are fired up at the moment. They've not got any flowers on them yet. These get big white trumpet flowers on them. These ones not so much, but these are more springtime plants, so they'll bounce back in the spring. They're more crazy. These are more summer ones. That's just mint. And they've been chipping away at that down the bottom there, where it's in the water. They just chew at it, which is absolutely fine. I've got a problem with that. That mint smells nice as well. It's got a nice little purple flower on it. Auto feeder. Oof, how are we doing with that? Yeah, might need topping up at some point. But again, that's doing pretty well. Here, come down to visit. Come down to visit the pond. Don't really know what he thinks about this. Loves a box. Look at that. Absolutely loves a box. It doesn't really matter if it's a fish box or whether it's just any old box, really. I don't know what it is about. Don't know what it is about cats and boxes. I mean, what an absolute wally. Oh, didn't last long. He's out. Didn't like the Adam buyer. He's off. It's gone. He's had a quick look. Not interested. Fair dues. I think he might have wanted to have gone in there. Quite bloody. That rain has frozen the door. Christ. I think he wanted to come in here. Still got to get these little fish gone. They've got to be gone, those lot. I want to clear that tank out. That's my little kind of fry grow on tank, but that is that's done now. That one. I want to empty that out. Start afresh in there. Excuse the ladder. That was me last night. Trying to clean out a filter. So these guys are looking pretty cool. There he is, the new shower. He's a little bit scared compared to the others. So this is a mixture of the new 6 tozai that I got 2 weeks back. So one of which is a Goshki, the other 5, there were 4 of them are Kahaku, and then there's one Sankey there. So good little project. The rest are all New Forest koi, so they were tiny fry that I bought in a batch of 500, and I've been growing them on for the last must be getting on for 3 months. So yeah, they started off as tiny little tiddlers. Some of them bigger than others. Some of them are recognisable. Some of them aren't recognisable yet. That's definitely a Kajaku now. 2 Kajakus there. They've got patterns on them as well. That's a Benny Kamonryu, that one. There's Kajakus. Kajaku, I don't know how you say it, but I'm watching these with interest because when I've been watching and listening to Rick from New Forest Koi, he quite clearly says that Kajaku start off as a yellow-based fish, bright yellowy kind of colour, which I believe that's what this is, and then I imagine they can either turn red or they may stay yellow. At the moment, they look pretty yellow, and I think they're probably going to stay yellow, right? But I don't know. So I'm just going to keep hold of them, watch them, see how they get on. Be really interesting to see if they actually do start to turn red, or whether they just do carry on being that yellowy colour. But you can see, like this guy here, it's got a little pattern to him, so it could be quite cool. But not very cool unless he turns red for me. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. You can have a jump. He's on the kids' trampoline. Right, so these guys have been on the feeder this morning. So they've had 2 feeds already. One at 5, one at 8. I do like that little Benny Kamonryu, he's proper cool. This one's also my favourite. I'm watching this one like a hawk. It's definitely Kinki Zuri. I'm assuming it's going to stay yellow, and assuming it's definitely got metallic in it, so Kinki Zuri, but the pattern on it at the moment looks pretty cool. So it's interesting though, when you take him out of the water and put him in a blue bowl, he looks a bit rubbish. So yeah, it's interesting. Definitely one for the pond, definitely a window fish, but I'm not sure if you wouldn't do very well at a show with him. He's one of those. Right, let's give them some food. So they've been on the feed already, you see. So they've already been fed twice this morning, like I say, 5 and 8, and yet they're still going crazy on the food. They all go down the bottom now. But my new shower, he's not very, he's just hiding down here, look. Just down there, he's tucked himself down there. So hoping he's going to become a bit more confident over time. But yeah, that's how they're looking at the moment. They're pretty cool. So I think this is the feeder for over here. So that feeder can come off. Ooh. When you twist the bloody thing, the food comes out, which is really annoying. You just twist it and then it pops off. And then put it back on there. It's annoying because I'll lose the display, but set that back in place. It's all good. And then this one literally pops on there, turns, and then that's locked in place. Must have really bashed it. Hey, right, I'll feed that up, fill that up, and then we're done. Cat's joined me. He's come in. He likes a little check on the toast eye in the morning. Leave him down there. It's like a little TV for him, that is. Cat TV. So I've got a mixture of sinking, floating, two actually there's two sinking, one floating. So the floating is Nutrimere Tosai. I think it's Nutrimere 360 Tosai food, which is the 2 mil pellet, which has been pretty good. And then there's one high protein, high fat sinking, and then one lower protein, lower fat sinking. So a bit of a mixture. Don't want them getting too fat, but at the same time, I want to keep them fed. So yeah, that just fills that right up. Ready to go. Just fill this one up while I'm here. I reckon I'm going through, I don't know, probably a whole one of these a week. Maybe slightly more. So what is 500 mil in here? 500 grams, sorry. So getting through 500 grams a week. It's probably quite a lot for little tiddlers. Done. Up, cat. Come on then. Go on then. It's a bit wet today. He's not very happy about it. Not very happy. That's the trampoline ladder. Need to put that back. Right. I think probably to finish things off, we should just give these guys a little bit of food. That's the top of my well, it's like a top up. So that's the original size of the auto feeder, and I've cut a hole in the bucket, and then just put okay, so you've got a bit of sinking. Yeah, a bit of sinking, a bit of floating on there. I think I've chucked a bit too much in, to be fair. But they are proper hungry, so they'll eat it up. These are all Nisai, so I'm assuming they'll start to become more friendly over time. I hope. It's one of those sort of things, you know, when you're trying to look at hand feeding and stuff. I'm hoping they'll become more friendly. You can start hand feeding them. My original fish pond had some big old fish in there that were 25 years old. You know, just hand feed all the time. I'm sure I'll get there in the end, but I think it's probably just too soon for them at the moment. They're too young. Because I'm feeding them so much, they're not desperate for food. So, yeah, we'll get there in the end. They're loving the old bottom food down here, though. Look. The window needs a clean. Sorry about that. But they are all down there, munching on the bottom as well. All right, puss. He's on the old morning jobs. Just lift him up. Come up here. He's off. You're a right pest and a wally. Don't know if we can pick him up early. There we go. So Koi Cat is actually a ragdoll. Ragdolls have got blue eyes, Probably can't see his eyes, I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, ragdolls have got blue eyes. They're also called ragdolls because they just, when you pick them up, they just flop. Just literally just flop over. You spotted the fish? You spotted the fish. So yeah, when you pick him up, he just flops. He's a real floppy cat. He's an indoor cat, and he's a real donut. So yeah, ragdolls because they're just floppy when you pick them up. Go on, show him your floppiness. He's not so floppy. He's a bit agitated this morning, but he's quite keen. I'm not sure what he's up to. We're trying to get the fish. The only problem is it does cover me in hair. Thanks for that. Especially when you're wearing black. It's not cool. But yeah, it's very cute. He does like hanging out in the mornings. There you go. That's the view he wants. Puss. Yeah. He likes hanging out. Alright, he's off. Didn't like that at all. Well, I must clean the glass and then try and show you some of the fish at some point, because they have really changed. That's the morning job's done. Wasn't very stressful, which is good. No one wants stress. Everyone wants a happy life, just peaceful. I think keeping koi is meant to be calm and tranquil. None of this pond building, block laying, concrete mixing, malarkey. Just want to just be chilling out, feeding the fish, relaxing, enjoying the hobby. So yeah, and I think when it's like this, you just got to sit back and try and enjoy it while you can, because inevitably things do go wrong. But I think when it's working, just got to just sit and enjoy it for a bit. Yeah, if you can, do me a massive favor, subscribe for me. If you like my videos, you watch any of my videos, just hit the subscribe button. I'll try and keep the content coming, and the more subscribers I get, the more I'm inclined to do videos. And I suppose I don't get anything back, and I don't get any money for videos. So you know, I'm just buying equipment and stuff, so it's costing me money, but it's something I'm hoping that people will get something back from. So yeah, if you are watching this, you enjoy watching this, give me a subscribe. I keep making the quality of the videos better. Just bought myself some new equipment, hence why I can now talk to you from afar, which is good. But yeah, it all helps. It just keeps me motivated to do some more videos. And I think as we're coming into the end of the season, which we are now, this indoor pond could be quite interesting for you. I think I'm completely ambient temperature, so it's not double, it's not triple wall or anything like that. It's just single skinned roof, and I can see a lot of condensation up there this morning. But it's going to be interesting to see how this performs from a summer point of view, because that's all I can tell you about at the moment. Brand new pond. So from a summer's point of view, I have most of the summer kept the windows and the doors open to let the airflow come through. And in here's got up to about, some days, 40, 45 in here. And the pond has stayed really balanced and level at about 24, 25 for the whole summer. So yeah, it's just been absolutely amazing. And it's still sat at 24 today. So, you know, I've got maybe probably maybe 5 months. Hey, Puss, it's back. Come up here. Ooh. Yeah, I've had about 5 months, or hopefully 4 to 5 months, of really high temperatures at no cost at all. So obviously there's the initial outlay of building something like this and putting the covers over your pond, but being able to maintain 24, 25 completely free of charge, no air source heat pumps, no heaters whatsoever, just literally relying on solar gain. Big deal. It's been amazing for me, I think. So yeah, really cool. But I don't think that's going to come without problems. So I anticipate, this is going to then start to be, how do I control condensation? Which is an interesting one. One thing that I've started to notice as well is a few little midges and stuff as well. In indoor ponds, you're going to get mosquitoes and midges. So I've got to try and work out how to do that. So that's going to be another thing I've got to work out over time. So yeah, but I can tell you from a summer point of view, mega. Consistent temperatures, high temperatures, really good for growth. And I will keep you posted from an autumn and winter perspective, and then hopefully I'll make some more changes, do a few more things. Seem to be at the moment harvesting spiders, but they're keeping my midge numbers down. But yeah, from a pond perspective, plants absolutely love it in here. I've got all these indoor plants as well. They seem to be loving it here. I'm not going to heat the pond in the winter. I'm just going to leave it at ambient temperature, and I am going to see where that goes. If I do anything, it will be heating the air, not the water. Trying to sort of control the condensation. Please, as I was saying, please get on and subscribe if you can for me. Get those numbers up. You just got your tail in the pond. Oh, nice. Now you're going to slap it on me. Yeah, but anyway, so that's our morning routine. Just checking things over, quite chilled out. Me and Koi Cat. Koi Dog's not about this morning. I'm not sure where he is, but yeah, there you go. Right, say goodbye, Cat. There he is. Koi Cat. It's a right pest. Always trying to... Come on.